Hi guys and girls. Today we've got a JK Wrangler 6-speed manual. This one's a 2008 and you'd had a bit of a problem with occasionally it'll jump out of first gear. It wouldn't do it very often, but it did every now and then. And after a bit of research, the consensus is that it's the shifter. The original Jeep factory shifter, the detents, the way it's created is it's quite loose, and the detents in the shifter are not very strong, and it just has a habit of falling out of first gear every now and then. Seems like a very common issue. If you Google it, you'll find heaps of info, and lots of people tell you how to fix it. The main fix is to replace the shifter with a better one, basically. And there's a couple different options. So with this one, I've gone for a company called Dorman, which is an American company that makes an OEM fix, as they say. They say this shifter fixes the problem. You can also get a B&M shifter, which is more expensive, but basically does the same job. So we've gone ahead and done that. We've changed over the shifter. It's a pretty easy process. As I said, there's other YouTube videos that'll tell you how to do it, but a lot of them say you've got to pull the console out, you've got to get under the vehicle and drop the transmission, because there's like a little donut seal that goes around the shifter and seals it between the transmission and the bottom of the car, so to stop water ingress and noise. And they say you've got to lower the transmission a couple inches to be able to get it back in, but I didn't have to do that. Like, I managed to do everything through the top. I reused the old donut foam seal and pushed it through the opening, and then just pushed it back in through the top when I finished. And everything went back fine, and it seems to have fixed everything. It's a more positive shift feeling. It engages better. The throw is slightly shorter, so it's a little bit more sporty, you might say, but it's definitely much more positive in-gear feeling than the original Jeep shifter. So that seems to have solved the problem. It's good. Seems to work quite well. So that's a handy little tip, and definitely worth the upgrade if you have a Jeep, a JK with a 6-speed manual that jumps out of gear every now and then. They also say sometimes they jump out of reverse, but this one didn't have that problem. Just depends on how worn the shifter is, I suppose. So anyway, I've used the Dorman one. I'll put a link in the description about how to get one. I grabbed one through Amazon, which turned up. I'm in Australia, I'm in Melbourne, but it turned up in about 5 days. So yeah, happy days. It's definitely a positive review. It does the job. Yeah, fixed it, makes it drive better. It's all good. So yeah, I'll leave a link in the description. If you have a Jeep that's affected by the same problem, yeah, this is a definite fix for it. And they say it's a original equipment replacement, like fix the original flaw that was the design of the Jeep to start with. So yep, that's all worked out for me. So this is another positive. All right, see you in the next one.